Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up today. My name is Jose, and you've just tuned in to Swells Studios. Very excited today to share with you folks the unboxing of some great accessories, at least in my opinion, for your phones and for your laptops. Now, specifically, we're talking about some great charging accessories because at the end of the day, with these powerhouses that we have, right? Talking about the S25 Ultra, we're talking about some powerful laptops that I can't name on the top of my head at the moment. You're gonna need something to power those devices up. Now, yes, granted, I know what you're thinking. Well, Jose, laptops come with their own chargers specifically for those products, and phones, for the most part, come at least with their actual cables. You just have to figure out your power brick situation elsewhere, whether it's buying it from the actual product themselves or from the actual store, such as like Apple Store or Samsung's websites, or getting some third parties. And today, what we're actually going to be focusing on is those third parties. Now, if you folks have been watching and following along with the videos that I've been releasing, thank you. Again, my name is Jose. I am new to YouTubing. I hope that's the proper way to conjugate that. But I'm very excited to be here. So if you folks have any products that you recommend that didn't make the list, or maybe you feel differently, maybe the products I'm going to showcase you feel are actually terrible, please let me know what your thoughts are. Throw those comments down below. And I encourage you folks to like and subscribe. Definitely planning to keep recording and keep giving you guys content. So for today, this is the box that I have. All right, we're going to go ahead and unbox a few things. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it on the table, and then we'll take it from there. All right, folks. So let's take a moment as we put the products on the table to really appreciate the quality of this recording, because up until now, I was actually using the S21 Plus and focus on a brand that I absolutely love, and that is called Anker. So Anker allegedly is the #1 charging brand, mobile charging brand. Is that true? I don't know. Now, folks, please don't get mad. This is supposed to be in a unboxing. However, I have a confession. I did open this up. I'm sorry. So hopefully you guys forgive me. But let's go ahead and jump right into things. This right here, the content of this box is going to be our Anker's 45 watts USB-C charging block. It does come in a 2-pack with cables, and it supports super fast charging 2.0 for the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Now, Jose, you've been talking about S25s. I know. The description does say S24 Ultra. However, I did confirm when I charged my Ultra earlier this week that it does also support super fast charging 2.0. Now, the way you know this is because A, the description says so, but if you are a little skeptical, I don't blame you. When you actually plug it into your phone, if your phone does support the super fast charging 2.0, it does actually showcase that on the bottom, which is pretty cool. I did test it out with my S21 Plus. I don't think it should, and it doesn't. It says super fast charging, but does not say super fast charging 2.0. So, Anker, absolutely love their products. Anker, if you're watching this, I'm still new, but hopefully by the time you get a hold of this, I would have somewhat of a following, and maybe you guys would feel generous to send me some products of yours. I would love to review them. Anyway, so Anker, 45 watt charging block is a 2-pack, and my confession is I already opened it. But let's see what we got here. All right, so we do have fast charging leading technology. It does come with an 18-month warranty, which is beautiful. I love anything that does come with a warranty just because you never know. And to be honest, you have to think to yourself, 18 months, you have to believe in the product if you're willing to give somebody a year warranty or even more than that. So definitely do appreciate that to the max. So the box is pretty minimalistic, right? Nothing too crazy. No crazy designs on the front of it. You do see that says Series 3. I don't know what that actually means, but that's kind of what we got going on there. So let's go ahead and open it. So although I got overzealous and I did open it up, please forgive me. But we'll go ahead, still do the unboxing. Because it came with a 2-pack, I did take one of them out. I left the other one in there so it can feel somewhat like an unboxing. But here we are. So didn't touch this stuff at all. This is what the box actually came with. This is the other brick that I started using. But this is the size of it. And then there's the cable that came with it. So this is what it would have been. It's a 45-watt charging brick. You can see that says the IQ technology there. Anker. And of course, it has the information here. So it does tell you a 45-watt Anker charger. Pretty big in comparison to my 25-watt power brick that I have here. So it's just a lot wider. Nothing crazy. But again, more power in here. Great for charging your Galaxy S25 Ultras. Okay. And we'll get into this later, but it actually would be good for your laptop charges as well. This is what it comes with. Now, if I was going to open it up, this is exactly what it came with. So you can see that the glue's still on there. So open that up. And here we go. All right, so here's a brick. So the price for this, folks, the price for this, $29.99. You can't beat that, folks. 2 charging bricks, 2 cables, and mind you, actually I don't know the size of the cable, but it's pretty decently long. I want to say it might be 5 foot, but that's not bad. And it comes with these little things here. So I don't know the official name for this, but they're pretty much going to be like cable organizers. Pretty great way to just, again, if you're going to put this on your desk, just be able to have the cables readily available. Really nice with cable management. I'm a big fan of cable management. I hate to see a whole bunch of cables lying around. So definitely a big fan of this. Although it's very minimalistic and it's not, like a flying car. Pretty excited about it. So for the price, I can't complain. Now, in terms of charging, right? Because again, I am a very skeptical person. At least when it comes to products, because I feel like I've been burned in the past. I was saying to myself, listen, for $29.99, there's no way that this could be a good product. However, because I know Anker, I know it is a good product, and it does charge your phone nicely. So prior to this video, my phone, I actually did a test, let it die completely. I started the timer a little bit later, but I want to say that it took maybe an hour and 15 minutes to charge my Galaxy S25 Ultra from 0 to 100. So there you go, folks. There you have it. This is going to be our Anker's 45-watt USB charging cable. Now, a few things that we should mention, and here, of course, is your quick start guide. A few things to mention. It does come with a short circuit protection. It has static resistance, and then it does have a output for high voltage protection as well. And as I mentioned, folks, that is going to be $29.99. All right, so we're gonna move this to the side. Now, folks, I'm all about sharing the love. I want to see everybody prosper, and I want to see people do well in their YouTube channels. Now, this next individual definitely does not need me to shout him out. He is doing very well for himself. But the gentleman out in Unbox Therapy, huge shout out to them. If you haven't seen any of their videos, definitely recommend you guys take a look at them. I mean, I'm just a big fan of just all his videos and all his products and all the unboxing that he does. Actually, to be honest, kind of what motivated me to do my own little unboxing on a smaller scale. So the reason why I bring him up is because this next product I actually got because of his recommendations. He brought it up in one of his unboxings, and folks, I got to tell you, I'm just in love with it. So because of that, I do have a tendency of going out to the library, or maybe I want to just go to, let's say, the coffee shop, and I'm always in need of a either a powerful power bank to keep my devices charged, both my laptop and my cell phone, because I'm using, well, I used to use my 21 Plus for the hotspot, and of course, just to, get in communication with people. So power and constantly being charged is a big thing for me. So I've invested heavily in a lot of different products over the years for portable chargers. And when he mentioned this, I fell in love with it, right? So this is actually a 140 watt power brick. It has 4 ports. It has a screen to see the temperature on the actual device and how much power is being allocated to each device. And it's supposed to be great for travel. Very compact. As excited as I am, I actually have not opened it yet, so we're going to see it together. But fell in love with this. So because I'm always traveling, whether it's for day trips or I'm traveling for work, I need to be able to charge my devices, and I want to carry with as little as possible. Now, with my laptop, I have a big charger that comes with it, a lot of cables, and again, I like to travel somewhat light, so I need to be able to fit everything into like a book bag, if you will. So here this comes in. So this, because it's 140 watt, it should be powerful enough to charge a laptop, and of course charge your devices as well. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. So we have fast charging via leading technology, 18-month warranty. Again, not a whole lot in here. So let's go ahead and open this guy. And what's up? All right. This is the moment we have been waiting for. And folks, let me tell you, this thing, it has some weight to it. All right, so this is not, I know I said I want to travel light, but this definitely is a heavy brick. Wow. So look at this. This is the power brick. Now let's compare it to, let's say, something for Apple, just so you have it for a size comparison. Or the 45 watt power brick that we just unboxed. Right, just so you kind of get an idea of size comparisons, height wise. Right, so you can see it's pretty big. See how big it is compared to my old phone. Folks, it pretty much takes up like half the screen there. But anyway, here it is. So let's go ahead and open it up. Woo! Now that is sexy. There it is. Anker, 140 watt. Now, check this out. When you plug in most of these power bricks, notice where the actual slot is, right? Excuse me. It's going to go like this. It's going to go downward. It's going to go upward, leftward, right. Look at this. So first of all, great for travel. You can open this thing up. It has like almost like a spring, if you will. You could plug it in, and depending on how you plug it, this is more likely how it's going to be. So when you plug it into the wall, notice how the cables come down. I love that. Talk about cable management, right? Being able to have everything come down, and then you can go ahead and charge your devices as you would. Here we have our actual, it is touchscreen, so we can play around with this button here for a little bit. Let me pause this for a moment. All right, so we got myself a little outlet here. So let's check this out, right? 0 watts. Nothing's getting, there's no output, right? Nothing is being charged at the moment. Matter of fact, let me show you what happened before when I plugged it in. 140 watts. And you should see like almost like a little, look at that. How cool is that? Right, it has a whole emoticon, if you will, whole animation for it, which is, I find it fascinating. So let's go ahead and charge my phone. This is the old S21. It is currently at 50%. It says super fast charging. It should be charged within 46 minutes. Now let's take a look at what we got here. So now I'm charging my phone. If you guys can see that, it's currently using the second port. It is currently outputting 16 watts at the moment. Temperature is excellent. 16 watts. And again, it kind of reverts back to what we initially started with. Pretty cool stuff. Now let's go ahead. I'm a Zelda fan as well. Let's charge my Sony Buds and just kind of see what it's going to look like. Actually, I'm not going to disconnect that. What we're going to do, so I'm going to use another cable. I'm going to put this guy right in here. All right, so as you guys can see, it's currently being charged. And now it showcases that the second port is actually out, is giving out 16 watts. And then the first one, which is going to be this one here, is currently dishing out 2 watts for it. See the temperature. The temperature is pretty excellent still. Not too bad. 18 watts total. So it does, obviously, it's going to be doing the combination of every single one. And then we're pretty much good there. Again, I'm very excited about this. Probably almost as excited as I was for the actual phone itself. I love it. The fact that I can charge 4 devices is great. Now, Jose, do you even have 4 devices to charge? Yes, absolutely. So for starters, maybe I want to charge my earbuds. Or maybe I want to charge this monster of a power bank while simultaneously charging my phone and, of course, while charging my laptop. Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Very excited. And again, so compact. It's just, I love it. Now, what else do we have in the box? Right? Are we done yet? No, absolutely not. Let's go ahead and open this up. Here we are. So it even comes with its own cable. Folks, look at that. A braided cable. So not only does it come with a wonderful power bank, it comes with a braided cable. Yeah, definitely excited. I cannot wait for my next trip, which is actually coming up pretty soon. Very, very happy, very ecstatic. This is beautiful. All right, so I'm going to put this away. Braided. I love when cables are braided. I'm sorry. It's just so much better. I've had so much experience with regular cables just constantly breaking. Not to say that braided cables won't break, but I've had like one of my braided cables. I bought it 3 years ago. Still in mint condition. Other cables I've had in the past, they usually end up breaking within maybe 10 months, give or take. All right, we have a quick start guide. So again, it kind of just showcases a lot of stuff that we just talked about. 140 watts. We have specifically 3 USB or Type-C USB cables or ports, sorry. And then of course we have a USB-A port as well to be able to charge other items as well. So folks, I mean, this is great. I'm absolutely satisfied with this purchase. So once again, shout out to Unbox Therapy for recommending this. If you guys don't believe in Anker, please, I can definitely attest to their products. They know how to build things. That's really what it comes down to. Now, can I speak so highly about this product? I haven't even gotten a chance to use it. Right, this recording is the first time I used it, so I don't know. But from my experience, I mean, I've never had issues with Ankers in my life. So that's what we have there. So Now let's move on to something else. So it's not an unboxing, but it's actually a product that I already owned. I've actually purchased this product in 2022. It was at Best Buy. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's backtrack for a second. This power brick, what is the cost? Completely bypass that. So this is a little bit pricier, folks. It is currently going for $89.99. I know it's pricey, but to be honest, for me, it was money well spent, to be honest. Again, I travel a lot, whether it's for day trips, whether it's to study at the library or to go on work trips. This is definitely going to be a game changer for me. So very excited about that.